So in the previous session, we have discussed about summary reports and we have discussed what exactly summary reports and how can we configure summary reports in Salesforce and how can we summarize the records by dividing them to various small groups based on one or more selected fields we have discussed in the previous session. And once the records has been divided to the various small groups, how can we represent that reported data in pictorial format by using chart components we have discussed. And then we have discussed how can we add bucket fields, how to use the bucket fields to apply the grouping, and how can we show multiple levels of grouping data inside a single report by using scattered bar charts, the scattered plot charts as well. And then how can we schedule the report to be run based on the periodical intervals we have discussed in the previous session. And then we have discussed about the matrix reports. So what exactly the matrix reports and how can we represent the reported data in matrix report format where we can apply both row level grouping, column level grouping both. And how can we represent this matrix report data in pictorial format we have discussed by using chart components. Next. Now today we'll see the last type of report, that is joined report, and then we'll see the concept of dashboards. What exactly a dashboard, how to configure, we'll see. With this one we can complete this reports and dashboards concept. Then we'll move forward to one more new features as well here. Now let's see the joined reports. Now tell me, what did you understood with this word joined reports? Okay,
Connections.
combining, okay, combining multiple reports data within a single report. Joining means combining, grouping. So joined reports will allow us to combine multiple tabular reports data within a single report. So instead of configuring separate tabular reports by representing some different filters, we can able to show that multiple tabular reports data within a single report with the help of joined reports. Then how can we configure? What is that requirement? Okay, we'll see. Now, for example, let's come to a small scenario. For example, I'm working in an organization. I'm working in an organization. Now, as part of this organization, I'm working as a service engineer. I'm working as a service engineer. Every day, my service manager is assigning so many cases to me. Because as a service engineer, it's my responsibility. I need to respond to the customer cases. I have to reach to the customer location. We need to fix the problem here. That may be any product also, whatever it might be, laptop, desktop, or it may be like as refrigerator, AC, whatever, anything, any product also. Now, so in this case here, I'm working as a service engineer. Every day, so many customers are raising the cases by making a call to the customer care center. By making a call to the customer care, each customer is going to be raising some complaints. Now, as soon as the cases has been registered, now these cases they are assigning to the service engineers. We have a service manager is available. He is responsible for all the cases. Now, as soon as whenever a new case has been registered from any customer for any product also from any location, automatically that case will be assigning to the service manager. Service manager is responsible. He is the head for the entire service team. Now, as soon as the cases has been registered, now the owner will be the service manager. From there, now the service manager is going to be assigning these cases to the different service engineers. Now, depends upon the years of experience, okay, depends upon the product, depends upon the location. Now he is going to be assigning the cases to the respective service engineers. Assume that I am also a service engineer. Now, for me, he has assigned some 50 cases today. Okay, as a service engineer, today I have received 50 cases. That means my service manager has assigned 50 cases to me. 50 cases to another service engineer, 50 cases to another service engineer. So for each service engineer, he is assigning 50 cases. So today he has assigned 50 cases to me here. Now it's my responsibility as a service engineer. I need to look into the case. I have to go to the customer location. I need to fix the problem here. Now, so once you are done with working on these cases, by end of the day, I have to report to my manager here. Assume that he is my service manager. Now I'm responsible to this manager here. So by end of the day, I need to send the status update to my manager. Dear service manager, today you have assigned 50 cases to me. Out of these 50 cases, 40 cases I have closed today over here, and then 5 cases still I'm working right now. 2 cases still I haven't started working on that because I did not get the time, and then 3 cases are already escalated over here. So how many cases I have completed today? How many cases still I am working? How many cases are still pending? We need to give the update to my manager here by end of the day. So based on that update, he will take some action plan. That means he will be planning for new cases for tomorrow here. For example, assume that he has assigned 50 cases to me. Today I have completed only 5 cases here. Still 45 cases are still pending here. Now it will take tomorrow here. By tomorrow I will complete. Suppose tomorrow morning he is assigning 50 more cases, then what can I do? Already today's 45 cases are still pending. Tomorrow he is going to be assigning some 50 more cases over here. In that case here, what can I do? I can't work on all these cases at a time. I'm a single person. Now, in that case, let me complete my previous cases first. Whatever the pending cases that I have, let me complete them first. Then I can able to receive some more new cases, so that we can inform. So based on that, okay, my progress, based on the number of cases I have completed, he can plan accordingly over here. How many cases he is going to be assigning to me tomorrow? He will take an action plan. So for that reason here, by end of the day, I need to send one status update to my manager here. In that, I would like to send one email notification to my manager. In that email notification, I would like to describe the whole information. Whatever the cases that we have completed, whatever the cases I'm working right now, whatever the cases still I haven't started till now, whatever the cases are already escalated, I need to update all the cases information inside an email. This email I want to send to my manager here. Or else, okay, or else in the midnight he will make a call to me. He will ask me what is the today's progress here. How many cases you have completed? Because I'm responsible. Okay, I'm reporting to a manager. He's reporting to another person over here. He's responsible to the client, so that he need to give the update to the client here. Now, for that reason, he should need some monitoring mechanism as well. For that reason here, every day I would like to send one email notification to a manager regarding my status update. So now in that one, I would like to design multiple tables over here like this. I would like to have a separated table here. I would like to have a table here. This is the table. Now in this table, I would like to represent all the cases information which has been closed. I'm indicating closed cases. Closed cases. Whatever the cases that we have closed, all those case details I'm representing over here. Like the first case, 00001036. This case is having high priority here. I have closed this case. So status of the case is closed. We have completed. I have worked on this case. I have closed this case here. Now 00001012. This is a medium priority case. This case also I have closed. I have worked on this case today morning here. I have completed this case as well here. 00001041. This is a high priority case. This is a high priority case. This case also have closed. Next. After that, 00001069. This is a high priority case. I have closed this case. Like that, I would like to indicate whatever the cases that have completed. Whatever the cases that have closed, all those cases information I'm placing within a separate table over here. Like the similar way, I would like to have one more table. In this table, I would like to represent all the working cases. Whatever the cases that I'm working right now, whatever the cases currently I'm working right now, those cases information I would like to represent over here. I'm giving the first case 0000 1019. This is a medium priority case. Still I'm working right now. 0000 1056. This is a high priority case. Currently I'm working on this here. Like that. These are the two cases I'm working right now. Next one, I would like to have one more table here, which is indicating new cases. New cases mean these are the cases which has been assigned to me, but still I did not started working on this case because I did not get the time. I'm busy with the remaining cases, so I did not get the time to work on these cases. So I'm indicating these are new cases still. Tomorrow we'll work on these cases. So now I would like to indicate these details. 0000 1027. This is a low priority case. Still it is having the status new. That means it's a low priority. That means a priority is not much important. It's a very low priority, less priority case. So we'll take it later. That's what I made it keep on pending over here still. Now 0000 1031. This is a medium priority case. Still I haven't looked into the case. 0000 1062. This is a medium priority case. Now this is also still new. Now these are the three cases. Like the similar way, one more table I would like to represent. In this table, I would like to represent all the cases which has been escalated. Escalating means what? I did not respond into the case on time, so that cases are already escalated to higher officials. Now, escalated cases. Now, 0000 1040. This is a high priority case which has been escalated. Because as per the company policy, so once a new case has been registered, once a case has been registered with a high priority, immediately we have to respond to the case. As a service team, it's my responsibility. I need to respond to the case for high priority cases within 2 hours of time. Within 2 hours, if I did not respond to the case, then automatically case will be escalating to the higher official here. Then I have to give the proper explanation to the client and to my reporting manager also to indicate why did not I responded to the case on time. Okay, so that here now 0000 1056 1056 already is there. I'm indicating 1051. This is a medium priority case escalated. These are the two cases are available, okay, which I haven't touched on time because of that these cases are escalated here. Like that here, I would like to design this whole tables here. Now, I need to send one email notification to a manager by designing the tables like this. So four separate tables over here. Not delayed here because I did not respond into that case okay, on time. Automatically it will be okay, assigning automatically assigning to that higher officials by default here. Okay, sorry. Right, right. It will be sending one email notification to the people over here. These people are not yet responded to this case on time here. Okay. Now let's see in this case. Now in this case, we are designing this of four separate table. This is one separated table which is going to be populating some set of fields over here. This is one column. This is another column. This is third column. But it is showing only those cases which are having the status equals to closed. That means there is the filter condition. Now, one more table or report over here, which is having some specific columns here. It will show only the working cases. Then, third table, new cases, which is representing some set of records where it is having its own columns, its own condition. Escalated cases table also a separate table or report which contains its own columns, its own conditions also over here. That means four separated table or reports we have configured. So instead of configuring four separate reports manually by our own, just we can able to represent this whole data within a single report itself by using joined reports. So joined reports will allow us to okay combine multiple tabular reports data into a single report. In order to combine the multiple tabular reports data into a single report, then we can go with the help of joined report. So inside the joined report, we can able to have multiple tables also. One table, second table, third table, fourth table. Like that, we can able to have multiple tables also. Now this each table will be called as okay. This each table will be called as a block. This is called as a block. Now assume that this is a block one. This is a block two. This is a block three. This is a block four. Like that, we can able to place maximum of 5 blocks within a joined report. A joined report can have maximum of 5 blocks, not more than that. That means 5 tabular reports we can represent inside a joined report. That facility is available. Okay. Now, in this case, here you can raise a question, sir, why you are going for joined report? Why can't we represent this reported data within a single report by using summary type? In summary report, there is a possibility based on the status field, we can able to divide the records to separate groups also. But in that case, the problem is when you go to the joint report, whole data will be visible like as a single report, but the data will be separating to the various groups. But the table will have that only same columns. For all the groups, columns are same. But now, here, I would like to show 4 columns over here. Here I want to show 6 columns in this table. Here 3 columns in this table. Here 4 columns in this table. That means each table should have the separate number of columns. Each table can have its own filter conditions also. In that case, summary report won't support because summary report will be placing the whole data within a single table only. But only thing is it will divide the records to separate groups over here. But here in this case, we can able to have separate tables. Each table can have its own fields, its own filter conditions also. That facility is available as part of joint reports. Then we need to add the blocks manually here. What blocks you would like to show, how many blocks you would like to show, that we can able to represent depends upon your business requirement. That facility is available. Now, so now in this case, you can raise a question. Sir, once the data has been configured, once the data has been represented in the form of blocks, can we generate a chart component for this report? No. Chart components are not applicable over here because we did not apply any grouping mechanism as of now. It may be row level grouping also, column level grouping also. Grouping is not yet applied as of now. So if there is no grouping, then no chart components over here. So that here, joined reports data cannot be represented in chart component. Next one. Whenever we are configuring the joined reports can't be schedulable. Yesterday we have discussed here how to schedule a report to be run based on the periodical interval. Tabular reports we can schedule. Summary report we can schedule. Matrix reports we can schedule. But joined reports cannot be schedulable. Joint reports can't be schedulable. We can't show the joint reported data in pictorial format over here. These are the conditions. Okay. Then, in this case, how can we configure this joint report? Now, let's see with the practical. Now, before going to that, let's make a note of this one. Then we'll see the practical concept. Joint reports. Joint reports allows us to combine the multiple tabular reports data within a single report. Within a single report. So that we can avoid the number of reports. We can avoid the number of reports. In the application. Now, now, a joint report can have maximum of 5 blocks. Each block represents a separated tabular report which contains its own fields and filters. Filter conditions. Now, we can place maximum of 5 blocks within a joint report. We can place maximum of 5 blocks within a joint report. Joint reports data, joint reports data, or simply we can say joint reports can't be schedulable. Schedulable. We have to run the report manually. Second one. Joint reports data can't be represented in chart components. Now, let's take a small use case. Configure a joined report to represent the support cases details in the various blocks based on the case status. Done with this? Now, let's see how can we configure this. I want to configure a joined report. So in order to represent the cases details inside it, I want to divide these case records to the various small tables based on the case status. When you go to the case object, upon creating a new case record, each case will be having that four status options. Case status new. Whenever the case record has been created, if any of that service person is not yet responded to the case, any of the service person not yet started to the case, then status will be new status. Next, we are having working status. That means whenever you have started working on that case, they're changing the status to working. Suppose if you did not respond to the case on time, once a case has been created by a customer, once a case has been raised, if any of the service person did not respond to the case within a specified time period, based on that service level agreement, whatever the commitment they have given to you within the specified commitment, if you are not yet responded to the case, automatically case status will be changing to escalated by default. And then, suppose for example, once you have worked on the case, you are done with fixing that problem here, the problem has been resolved. In that case, you are changing the case status to closed. These are the four statuses: new, working, escalated, and then we are having closed. These are the four options here. So I would like to divide the case records to four separate tables. Now the closed cases I want to show in a separated table, working cases in a separated table, and the new cases in separate table, escalated cases in a separate table here. How can we show all these four tables within a single report? Now let's see with the practical. Now let me go to my Salesforce R. I'm going to the Salesforce R now. Now I'm going to my sales application. Let's go to the reports tab in order to configure a new report. Click on reports tab. Click on new report button. I want to create a new report. I'm selecting this type as customer support reports. I would like to indicate the case details over here. Click on start report button. Now, by default, it is representing some set of fields over here. Okay, by default, it is representing some set of fields over here. Case owner and the customer name who raised the case and the subject of the case, date and time on which the case has been opened, age of the case. How many days are passed as of now? And whether the case is in open status or not. Whether the case is closed or not, it is indicating all these details over here. Now, I don't want to show all these fields over here. I would like to remove these columns. You know that how to remove that. In the left panel over here, observe this one. In the left panel, come to the scenario. Whenever we are coming to this left panel over here, in the outlines tab, we have simply the option called as the columns because it is treating like as a normal tabular report over here. It is treating like as a normal tabular report over here. That's what here we are having this, okay, simply the section name as columns section. What columns you would like to show, those columns you can able to select it over. Next one, go to the filters tab over here. Here, check that. So what filters are available? Simply we are having filter section is available. We can see whatever the filters we have applied as of now. Now let me remove some of these columns which I don't want on my report over here. I don't want case owner. I don't want account name also. I don't want the date time opened. Age of the case also I don't want. Open status, closed. Here I would like to add the case details. What columns you would like to show inside this table, we can decide the columns over here. I'm adding that case number. Case number is an auto number field which has been given by Salesforce by default in case object. Because whenever we are creating a new record inside your object, so Salesforce is allocating one record ID, right? Yes, record ID contains how many characters? 18 characters. Suppose today I have created a case record. For my case record also an 18 characters ID has been generated, which is an alphanumerical value, which is case sensitive. Now tell me, will you able to remember this ID of your case completely? No, we can't remember that. It will be very difficult to remember. For that reason, for each case, Salesforce is allocating a unique reference number that is called as case number. Case number is a standard field given by Salesforce, which is an auto number data type. It's a standard field, which is an auto number data type, which will represent an 8-digit number over here, which represents an 8-digit number inside this. Now, so now in this case, we are having the case number field. I would like to represent case status, case priority, case origin, case reason. These are the fields. I don't want subject column also. Now these are the details over here. I want to show the case number, case status, priority, origin, and the case reason. These are the 5 columns I would like to show inside this table here. Now, when I click on this run button, now it will represent all the cases available inside my org, including closed cases also, new cases also, working cases also, escalated cases also. All the cases it will represent. But I don't want to show all the cases in this particular table. I want to show only those cases whose status is equals to closed. Only the closed cases over here. Like that, I would like to have separate blocks over here like this. Now, in this case, in order to configure this joined report, just we can go to that left panel here. In this left panel at the top, we are having this report option. There is a pick list. What type of report you would like to configure? Now we can able to select the report type as join the report over here. Now select this report type as join the report. By default, normal table normal report has been selected. Now I would like to configure a join the report over here. Select this join the report. Click on apply. Now automatically this entire table will be represented in the form of a separate block. Okay, next. Now observe this one here. Click on apply. Now this whole table will be representing like as a separate block over here. Now for this block in the left panel, you will be getting 2 sections over here. Now this is the cases block 1 section. That means in this cases of block 1, whatever the columns are available, what columns you would like to show, those columns you can able to add by using this section over here. Cases of block 1 columns over here. What columns you would like to add, we can select. For this particular block, if you want to apply any filter conditions, go to the filters tab. Here one separate section has been added, cases of block 1. Now, whatever the filters you want to apply related to this block, place those filters in this place over here. Okay. Now, so in that case here, for each and every block, a separate columns section, separate filter section will be adding by Salesforce automatically. Because here it's like as a each and every block is like as a separate table which contains its own columns, its own filter conditions as well. Now here I'm changing this title of this block over here. Instead of cases block 1, I would like to indicate closed cases block. Now automatically in the left panel here, it is going to be changing this section name as closed cases block over here, because I have given the name as closed cases block. When you go to the filters section also, now the section name is indicating as closed cases block. Okay, clear? Now, so now in this particular block, what records you would like to represent? Only those records whose status is equals to closed. So go to the filters tab. Now we can apply the filter condition over here. Add a filter based on what? Based on case status. Status value should be equals to, okay, status should be equals with what? Closed. I want to indicate it as closed. Click on apply. Now it will show only the closed cases over here. Remaining cases will not be visible. When you observe this one, whatever the cases are available, all the cases status will be closed. Clear? Understood the concept now? This is one table here. That means one block. Next one, working cases or new cases, whatever. I want to show one more block. For that one, here we are having a separate button, add block button has been added. This button will be getting visible whenever we are selecting the report type as joined report. Upon configuring the report, if the report type is a joined report, then only add block button will be enabled, or else the button will not be enabled for you. It will be in disabled state. Okay. Now, let's see. Click on add block. Now we can select that. In this block, what records you would like to show? I want to show the case records over here. Customer support report, cases. I want to show that cases related record over here. Click on add block. Now we are adding one more new block over here. Now one more block has been added over here. In this block also it is adding some default columns by Salesforce. It is adding some default columns over here. Now, I don't want to show this block over here, cases block 1. I want to change the title of this block. I'm giving the title as new cases block. Okay, new cases block. When you come to the left panel over here, in the outlines tab, we have one more section is available over here. Closed cases block related columns and the new cases block related columns. When you go to the filters also, okay, closed cases block related filter should be in this place. New cases block related filters will be in this place. So for each block, separate columns section, separate filter section will be adding the Salesforce. Okay, now here we can go to that outline tab, go to that new cases blocks section, and then decide what columns you would like to show. I don't want to show the case owner over here. I don't want account name, subject also I don't want, date time open, age, open, closed. Now here I will decide the columns over here. I would like to show case number, case priority, case status, case origin. These are the 4 columns here. I don't want to show this a closed column over here. These are the 4 columns. Now tell me in this case, so both the tables are having same columns? Both the tables are having same columns here? No, because here how many columns are there in the table 1? 5 columns. In the table 2, how many columns we have added? 4 columns over here. So each table will have its own column, each table will have its own order of columns also, each table can have its own filter sections also. Okay, understand the concept here? Now, so now here we are representing this. Now let's go to that. Go to the filters tab. In this block, what cases you would like to show? Only the new cases over here. Now, I would like to represent. I would like to show only those cases whose status is equals to new. Whatever the cases are available, whose status is equals to new, only those cases I would like to represent here. Remaining cases I don't want to show. When you observe in this case here, see, there are 3 cases are available whose status is equals to new. Next one. I would like to add one more column over here. Next, click on add block. I want to show the case records details, and I would like to show that new button. Add block. Now the 3rd block has been added. 3rd block. Here I would like to show working cases information. Working cases block. Let's see. In the left panel, we are having a separate section. Working cases block columns related sections here. I don't want this column case owner, account name, subject, date time open, age, and the open. I want to add the columns. I want to represent the case number, case status, case type, case reason. I don't want this closed option here. These are the columns here. Case number, status, type, reason here. I want to show that here. Now observe this one. When you go to this second block, here we are having case number, priority, status, origin. Here case number, status, type, and the reason here. That means columns we can able to add different in each and every block as well here. Each table contains its own columns, its own filter conditions. Now here we can able to add your own filter conditions here. Here I want to show only the working cases. Select the filter over here, case status, should be equals to working cases here. Now I would like to show that. Click on apply. Only the working cases will be visible here, but we don't have any working cases as of now, so it is showing like as empty. Next, let me add one more block over here. I'm adding one more block. Here also I want to show the cases information. Click on add block. Now here I'm representing the cases over here. I would like to represent a block over here. For this one, I'm giving the name as escalated cases block. Escalated cases block here. Now, in this case here, we are having a separate columns section. A separate filter section also has been added. Now let's specify what columns to be visible. I'm removing these columns over here. Now I'm adding the column. Case number, case status. Now, reason and the case type. Next, I don't want this option closed. Case reason I don't want. Case R reason I would like to add. Now in this case, I would like to show only the escalated cases. Go to the filter condition. Case status should be equals to escalated. Click on apply. Now here also no escalated cases over here. That's what it is showing empty. When I click on this run button, now we can see the 4 tabular reports separately here. This is a separated tabular report. This is a second tabular report and the third tabular report, fourth tabular report here. 4 tabular reports are available within a single report. But here, when you go to this working cases block, no records are available. In escalated cases block also, no records are available. Let me go back to my closed cases here. Open some of the existing closed cases. Let them change the status to working and then escalated so that we can show some records in those blocks as well. Now, I'm opening some cases over here. Now, I'm going to this case. I'm changing this status to working. I'm closing this. Second case status, I'm changing to escalated. Third case status, I'm changing it to working. Fourth case status, I'm changing it to escalated. Now I'm giving like as working. So now we have modified 5 cases over here. Click on refresh button. Now it will load the latest data. New records will be getting visible inside this. Let's see. Closed cases, how many cases are available here? We can able to see that records count at the bottom. How many records? 18. And then we have new cases. How many cases are available? 3. Working cases, how many? 3. Escalated cases, how many? 2. Like that here. Depends upon the requirement. We can combine the multiple tabular reports data into a single report by adding separate tabular reports inside this joined report. So that here each and every block is nothing but a separated tabular report over here. Like that we can able to have maximum of 5 blocks within a single joined report. A joined report can have maximum of 5 blocks over here, not more than that. Okay. Now let me save this report. I'm saving this report. Farmers. Now I would like to indicate cases report. Support cases report. I would like to give the same description. I'm selecting the folder also. Select the folder. Now save it. Now my report has been saved successfully inside my database. Now, this is the reported details that we have. Now tell me, do we have any chart component has been enabled for this one? No, because chart components are not applicable for joined report. Tabular reports, joined reports, both are not supporting chart components, because whenever if you want to represent some data in the form of chart component, grouping will be mandatory. Without the grouping, we can't show the data in chart component. That is the basic fundamental rule. Now, in this case here, next one, I want to schedule this report to be run based on the periodical interval. When you go to that button menu here, do we have the option of subscribe over here in order to we can schedule the report to be run based on the periodical intervals? No. That means what? Whatever the joined report that we have, joined reports can't be schedulable. We need to run this report manually with the help of this run button over here. Log into your Salesforce account, click on run button, then only we can run the report, but we can't schedule the report to be run based on the periodical intervals. Okay? Understood the concept here? Now, these are the 4 separated tabular, so separate reports are available in Salesforce. We have tabular report, we are having that summary report, matrix report, and the joined report. These are the 4 types of reports are available. If you want to download this reported data into your local system, just you can export. Click on export, click on export button. Now the data will be exporting to my local system. This is the exported Excel sheet over here. Just you can click on this. Now we can see the data over here. When you come down, we can see that. So now this is the closed cases block over here, which is indicating these columns. Second one, we have new cases block. This is a new cases block. Then we have working cases block over here. Then we have escalated cases block also. All the records will be getting visible here. Here we can able to see that count also. Here we are having escalated cases are 2, and then working cases are 3, and the new cases are 3, and then closed cases are 18. Okay, we can able to see all the cases information as well here. Clear? This is how we can able to configure joined reports as part of your Salesforce arc. Okay, next. Now, these are the 4 types of reports that we can configure as part of your Salesforce arc. Next. Next one, dashboard. It's a small feature over here. So now tell me generally what do you mean by a dashboard? A dashboard represents what? How can we define a dashboard? Suppose for example, assume that. Now, assume that. Assume that we have a news dashboard. which we can able to see in your TV also, it may be in the internet also, or it may be like as in your okay any of that okay social media platform. If it is a news dashboard here, in this news dashboard, they are going to be representing so much information over here. They are going to be representing the headlines. That means city headlines over here. In this current city, whatever the latest news is available, those news will be getting visible. And then here you will be having national news also, national or international news also. Next, they are indicating entertainment related news. Entertainment here related to movies also, web series also, whatever the news is available, they are indicating this information. Here they are indicating the weather information. Weather information. And then here they are going to be indicating some advertisements. Advertisements over here. So now different content they would like to accommodate in this place over here. Now, so now here like the similar way here also. Whenever we are going to our colleges also, it may be any educational institutions, you will be having an administrative block is available. In the administrative block, that means like as an office room. It's not the classroom, it's an office room over here. So now in this case, in front of that office room, there will be a notice board will be available. In that notice board, they are going to be giving so much information. Like they are going to be describing the information related to the examination schedules also. They're giving the information about the fees details also over here. What is the last date for the fee? All these things. They're giving the information about the new sports activities which they are going to be planning over here. They're giving the information of if there is any vacancies inside this particular okay college or institution, if there is any new teaching staff requirement or new non-teaching staff requirements are available, they're posting that information. If any of the last semester person is interested to give the teaching in that institution, they can able to apply for that job also over here. Next, they are giving the information about attendance details of the people. They are giving the information of the fees details of the people who are having any dues regarding the fees, they are giving those information. So on that notice board, so much information is available. It's like as a placeholder. It's like as a container which contains different news is available inside that. Like the similar way, when coming to the dashboard, dashboard is nothing but a panel or a container or a placeholder which contains some different content inside that. Then in the dashboard, what it contains? Dashboard components. Dashboard components means what? Chart components. It may be horizontal bar chart, vertical bar chart, donut chart, pie chart, it may be scattered chart, anything, whatever the charts are available, multiple charts we can able to represent within a single place over here. As of now, what we did, we have created a report. That report we are able to show in the pictorial format over here. So now in that case, sales related report will be having its own chart component. Service related report is having its own chart component. Finance related report is having its own chart component here. Administrative related report is having its own chart component here. Now as a branch manager, I need to look into the report, each and every report. Like that here, I have some hundreds of branches are available. I am the owner of that entire organization. In that case, now tell me, do I need to look into each and every branch related report, everything one by one? No, I want a consolidated report. All the data I want to see at one place. So now I want to see my total sales at one place, my total service information at one place, my total okay revenue information at one place here. So the whole business data I want to show at one place. For that one, whatever the chart components that we have related to sales report, service report, finance report, insurance report, all these chart components we can place at one place, that is called as a dashboard. So that here dashboard is nothing but a panel or a component or a placeholder or a container which contains a collection of dashboard components. Dashboard components are nothing but the chart components over here. Chart component is visible what? Reported data. Okay, reported data will be visible inside the chart component because for each chart component, the data source is report. Inside the report, whatever the data is available, it will show in the form of pictorial format here. So multiple dashboard components we can place within a single dashboard as well here. Now, simply we can say dashboard is used to represent the complete glance of the business at one place. The whole business data we can see in one shot. My sales data, service data, finance data, my profits, everything I want to see at one place over here. I don't want to open each report separately. I don't want to see this data manually here. I want to see all the information at one place. So that here I would like to configure a dashboard. In that dashboard, we can place some chart components. How many? Maximum 20. A dashboard can have maximum of 20 dashboard components. Each dashboard component means a chart component. Each chart component means it's representing the data of a report over here. Like the 20 reports data we can show at one place, that is nothing but dashboard. Then, how can we create this dashboard? How to represent the dashboard on our application's home page? We'll see practically now here. Okay? Now, make a note of this one. Dashboard. Dashboard is nothing but a panel or container or a placeholder which contains a collection of dashboard components. A collection of dashboard components. Each dashboard component is nothing but a chart component which represents the data related to a report. Now, we can place maximum of 20 dashboard components inside a dashboard. By using dashboards, we can represent the complete glance of the business at one place. Now, each dashboard should get resides inside a dashboard folder. But within a folder, we can place one or more dashboards. Once the dashboard has been configured, then we can place the dashboard inside the application's home page. Inside the application's home page. Done with this? Now, let's see how can we do that here. How to configure the dashboard? Now let me show you. First of all, let me create a dashboard folder because that already told you each report should be get resides inside a folder. Like the similar way, every dashboard should be get resides inside a dashboard folder. Report folders are separated, dashboard folders are separate. Reports will be storing in reports folder, dashboards will be storing inside the dashboard folders. Now create a dashboard folder. Click on dashboards tab, click on new folder button over here. Click on new folder button, create a dashboard folder here. I would like to indicate farmers sales dashboard. Okay, farmers sales dashboard. I'm giving this unique name also here. Farmers sales dashboard. Now save this folder here. Folder has been configured. Create a new dashboard now. Create a new dashboard.